Alrighty. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing this evening? Hopefully everybody's able to find the stream. I made a mistake when I started this up and accidentally created a second stream before realizing and switching over here. So, how's everyone doing this evening? Hope everybody's having a great Saturday so far. Mine was pretty good, pretty low-key. A few things done around the house. Went and met with my accountant. As exciting as that is, but pretty good day overall. I'm pretty happy. So, anyway, how's everyone doing? Let's see. What's up? The Belted Earl, Kyle Dixon, Leath1. There's no party like a Gunpla party. A Gunpla party we shall have indeed. What's up, Lawrence Tongue? Adam Shields, Gam, Dad's Aquatic Tanks, G-Ming DL, MWG, Gunpla Viking, Eric Young, Josh Burdick, Mark D, Zeus Garma, and let's see, is anybody else in here new? JT the Maggot, Chris C, Rhea Kath, KFX360 Buster, Josh Lambert, Swing Ben. How's everybody doing? Looks like everybody kind of, some of the names I saw in the chat over on the accidentally started up stream made it over here, so that's good. Welcome everybody. Be working on the PG GP01 again. Hopefully getting the core fighter done so I can move on to something else. We will be giving away a bunch of stuff tonight though. I've got 5 kits lined up to give away. Yeah, 5. So that should be fun, I think. But anyway, what is everybody up to this evening? What's everybody working on? Shit's legit question. Have you run out of sandpaper by now? I have not run out of sandpaper. So Tony's Toys. I'm still only like halfway through my stash, I think. I bought the big like bulk packs. Building RG Mark II Titan's nice. Working on the Re-Rise Gold Gundam. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty massive kit. It's like the combination of a bunch of other kits, I think, essentially, but that box is a big one. HG Arc 79G Ground Gundam's cool. HG Charzaku Red Comet version, nice. How's that one? There's so many Zaku and Arc 78 variants out there. I feel like somebody needs to keep a running list of what's what and what's good. I'm working on nothing, just finished the Blue Frame D and uploaded for Spotlight on the website. Nice. How was that kit? MGV2 Gundam, nice. Nick brings all the nerds to the yard. Working on the Astrea Blue Frame D as well, nice. How was that kit? I just realized I bought a second Blue Frame without realizing it. Doe. I don't know. I guess it depends. If it's a good kit, it might not be a bad thing. Okay, I need to work my way back here. So I gotta build the front end of the core fighter. Apparently I'm supposed to build this piece twice. The nose and cockpit. But I definitely didn't. Alright, B, V2, DW. Solid kit, I just worry about the legs and shoulders. Interesting. What's up, Artie? MG Tall Geese, that's nice. MGL, I really like the MG Tallgeese. I'm going to be happy when I get around to basically building it again with Tallgeese 2 and 3. Joined, but I like the way the Astro frames look though, nice. I'm gonna need W. 10 likes, come on, dogs. Well, there we go, we're at the 48 viewers. Now everybody's working their way in. I was thinking about busting out the new wing for Cobb, maybe Silver Bolt Suppressor, I don't know. Those are both cool looking kits. It would definitely be, new website, just gorgeous. Thanks, Artie. I liked how it came out too. Astro Blue so far is cool, but I was under the impression they were eternal frames. The blue one at least is something. If I get my wife ordered me a Tallgeese 3 on eBay because I missed it on P Bandai and knew I would not order it for myself. That's nice of her. I think you can keep her. You got a good one there. She does all your Gunpla pickup bidding as well. Oh, am I missing a runner? Moreno, I think all Origin kits are good, especially the Zaku's that come with so much weapons too. Nice. What's up, Philip? JT the Maggot. I was always on the side of the blue frames over the red. I guess I need to catch up on all that stuff. Came up with the Zaku one I got for me to build next. Nice, Carlos. What's up, Kuryu? Something like that. What's up, Rick Henriquez? What's up, MGL Hobby Stuff? And everybody's streaming in here. Hopefully nobody got confused by my little screw up there at the beginning of the stream, starting up a copy of last week's stream instead of this one first. Whoops. What's up, Andrew Cummings? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? I feel like I actually made a dent in some stuff today, actually, at home. It's pretty cool. Got some stuff off my at-home to-do list that have been there for, let's just say, a long time. Should also mention, not that most of you need it since so many of you are regulars, but the Live 10 code is active on Mecha Warehouse tonight. If you happen to be on the market for anything, just if you're looking for detailed parts, I think the detailed parts we restocked are pretty much all gone. If there are any left, I'd be surprised. But we do have plenty of decals, I think, or at least certain ones. A few of them, like the generic cautions, I think were really popular. I think a lot of those might already be fully depleted or close to it. Also, wasn't thinking I was going to have any kits for a while, and I placed a fairly large order with one of my secondary suppliers last night for a bunch of SD kits. I think there were a few kits in some other grades too, as well as all the aqueous paints. So I hopefully will have those in soon. Hi Nick, that was an awesome restock on Friday. Thanks. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I wish I had got more of some of that stuff though. Some of those items flew. I probably could have bought like 3 times as much as I did. And it probably would have done pretty well. But I guess I can increase what I get next time. General hobby stuff. What's the most current Gundam console game anyone playing? I have no idea. I'm not even on any consoles right now. Can't wait to get mine in. I was able to splurge because of the birthday discount code. Nice, Rick. That's always nice. Speaking of splurging, I got my most recent P Bandai shipment in yesterday. Mercurius and V8 and 4 Space Leos. Unfortunately, the boxes for all of them were a little crushed. But I opened them up last night and didn't look like any runners were damaged, so I guess I'll have to deal with it. I want to build the Xeon. There you go. So the birthday code ended up having 3 orders in 2 days. That's not too bad. We had somebody place 3 orders in 1 day recently. We had some interesting orders on Friday and Thursday. Not typically an SD fan, though they're great intro to Gunpla painting, I think. Do you think the ones upcoming look interesting? I agree. Like, they're not the be-all end-all for me, but they're neat little small projects. Good place to practice a lot of the painting skills without being overwhelming. And they look really good painted, since there's a lot of color correction needed on a lot of them. But if you're looking for like a small project you can do beginning to end and not have to get really involved, they're a good place to start for that kind of stuff. And sometimes it's nice, because sometimes if you're getting into painting and stuff, that could be a huge commitment sometimes to some of those projects. Music is so serious for a Gunpla build stream. This week I worked on the MG Asteroid red frame and finished a whole leg. I whispered, I have a leg. Weeks, you really liked that moment, didn't you? Drill hobby stuff, you mean 3 Space Leos and 1 to send me? I mean, I do have a bunch of Space Leos at this point. I got a few the last time they were around. But I needed a few to back up the Mercurius and V8 in something. Couple Vikings, sorry, Nick. I mean, it's not your fault. They just need to learn how to pack stuff at P Bandai, apparently. You'd think they, if anybody, would know how to do it, but I guess not. You're just saying if any of those kids show up in the Discord clearance, you may be getting more stream donations if I win them. Do multiple orders all the time. I'm super forgetful. Sometimes it can be hard to get everything in one go. Like the cross silhouettes, but the most recent ones do look rad. Nick pre-orders them, I'll buy them. I've got a bunch of stuff coming. Mostly the older stuff, reprints and stuff, but there have been some really cool SDs lately. 22 and 39 here, where are they at? That's V1, I need V2. Here we go. No P-Bandai for me this month. Synergy Waste is coming next month though. Oh, there you go, that's cool. I think the only P-Bandai I've got left on order is the Talkies 2 that was recently released. Or recently up, I guess. And then I think I'm all caught up when those come in. Got my P-Bandai ordered and did not realize the Leo upgrade kit came with a Leo. All the different Leo, including the full weapon set, they all come with a Leo. But it's like worth getting one to spread amongst multiple Leos. Like that weapon set, you can basically build a Space Leo, a flight type, got all the different weapons. You could, arm probably like 10 different Leos with one of those sets and have them all be a little bit different. Searchlight evening. Sorry I'm a bit late. I caught up cleaning, didn't see the time. No worries, Searchlight. Glad you could make it though. Just looking around, I don't really know what kits I want to do next. After doing the blue frame I splurged for, I don't know what HGs I want to pick up for fun. Or maybe somebody's got a good recommendation. If you haven't done a Leo, you need a Leo. But since we're talking about those, Raptor, what is the easiest RG and MG kits? It's a good question. I've only built one RG myself, so I'm probably not the best person to answer that question. 16 and 17. I need to get the AC running in the house. It's starting to get warm, especially with this space heater sitting here in the room here. We're on the stream. RG, I gotta say Force Impulse, interesting. RG Tallgeese isn't too hard. I think I've got an RG Tallgeese 2 maybe on the backlog. Honestly, I got the Tallgeese Force Impulse in my backlog. There you go, Raptor. First RG ever, and it was splendid. Already took the kids to the park and then spent like 8 hours outside. They fell asleep within 2 minutes being laid down in bed tonight. Nice. That's the best. Especially if you got kids that don't like bedtime. I hope I pass out in 2 minutes when I get to bed tonight. I'm really tired. I'm not even sure why. Just staying up a little bit too late or something the past few days, I guess. It's got the weapon set, and I have 4 Leos to build, and 2 I have yet to build, but definitely going to make a space flight. And 2 different ground types for my HG Wing Gundams to battle. There you go. I've got all that stuff kind of saved up. I probably need a organizer of some sort just for my Leo parts. I've got a Leo sitting up on the rack here to get top coated that I weathered and added a Dober gun to like last year sometime. It's been waiting that long. Just ordered my first P-Bandai. I ordered 2 Exia and a Tallgeese 3 titanium finish. Oh, nice. Last week grabbed the Ava 2 and 00. Nice. Code has wrecked my sleep schedule. Mine was wrecked. Back when I was doing everything out of the house, I'd be up really late packing orders and stuff, and that kind of messed with me a bit. It's kind of hard to shift back to a normal time a little bit, but I think I'm happier sleeping, going to bed a little earlier and getting up a little earlier. The Dover looks so good. Yeah, it does. What is on the giveaway for tonight? Glad you asked, Philip. We got 5 kits up for giveaway tonight. There's a, let's see. I have to look it up because there's so many. We have a Zaku 2 FS that was anonymously donated. We have a Seal Nova White that was anonymously donated. An entry grade Pac-Man that was anonymously donated. An HG Jesta, courtesy of Searchlight, and Portanova Green that I put up. So we got five separate kits, all kind of smaller kits, but lots of there you go. Okay, thanks JT. Let's see. Question for you. I know some people hate unfinished kits, titanium special coating, etc. But if I wanted one, what would you recommend? I'd probably grab one that was designed for the special finish. Would be my recommendation. Something that is undergated fairly well, because the biggest weakness with the finished kits is that you can't really sand and clean them very well. Some of the gold kits, the gold Gundam marker or gold paint, can touch up pretty well. But if you get any of the really fancy finishes, it can be hard to find anything that matches it. Let's see, I don't recommend the PG GP01, it just falls apart. Trigger Pac-Man is awesome. I did an alternate color painting of it and it's quite interesting. That's nice. Any hardcore Pac-Man fans around? Got 2 weapon sets, 3 Space Leos, and the Vat Mercury set. I also have 4 Leos in my backlog. That's almost enough Leos. Viking, almost. Artie, I got an ad on Instagram telling me to buy model kits at Target. I'm so offended. I'm Mecha Wares for life. Thanks, Artie. Let's look at the Seal Nova. Seal Nova is definitely interesting. I'm feeling bad about getting so many kits on Discord, so I'm donating them under my Discord handle. Those 30-minute missions are so tempted to get into. I fear it would just become an obsession. It definitely is for some people. Oh, the Ultraman figure rise kits are heavily undergated and it's great. Nice. Undergating is nice. Okay, B24 and W22. I mean, in my hardcore, I don't know. I got a pic of me and my best friend Pac-Man on my first E3, so does that count? That's pretty hardcore. I don't know, I feel like Pac-Man was slightly before my time. I never really played it that much. Already, I hope Nick gets in a Figure Rise game at some point. Pokemon kits. We're going to start carrying Pokemon stuff, I think. I need to start looking into that stuff now that the new website's up. Nick, will you stock the new 30-minute missions? Sister, I'll be ordering them when I can. I think we'll get that stuff. I kind of want to get Frame Arm Girls and that kind of stuff in the store too. Hopefully be able to place a Kotobukiya order soon-ish, in the next maybe month or two. Start messing with that stuff again. I'm gonna have to play Pac-Man at my dentist office. You have a cool dentist. Like the Seal Nova would probably just need some option weapons for it because just coming with one pistol is a little underwhelming. But there's so many option parts available for it, so you can kind of outfit it any way you want. just unfortunately doesn't come in the box, but it's a mixed bag of good and bad, I guess. Plan on ever getting Warhammer models in. Wyatt, I'd like to. I think I've talked about this before. I don't know if it was on stream or on my Instagram lives or something. I'd love to get it in. The thing is that Games Workshop has this policy where you need to have a physical retail operation in order to sell Warhammer stuff. Maybe that's changed during the pandemic for obvious reasons, but they definitely want stores having a physical presence for that kind of stuff. I think because they want to help support having places to play and whatever. So as we expand that, we'll probably get into Warhammer at some point. It's the benefit, the downside, 3-minute missions. Providence of Justice getting titanium finishes. I wish they just showed Freedom already. Edward, what you think of the Volk kits? I don't know much about them. I've probably seen them, and I'm just not associating the name. Which ones are the Volk kits? Figure-Rise Ultraman is what brought me back into the hobby since a layoff from 2006. Now my backlog is 33 kits deep. Too much. It's a lot. Damn, the hype is real for God Hands. Absolutely worth it. I don't know about absolutely. I think they're worth it. But for a lot of people, the Disc Bay 3.0s are pretty much just as good. But I like mine. The Burma kit I bought was very cathartic kit to build. Loved it. Runners cut smooth, many pieces, but has a HGE's Balma. Why, I see. Thanks for answering. Yeah, no problem. Games Workshop is smart. The game shops keep the community alive. Yeah, I think that's the idea there. It's a little annoying for me because I obviously don't have a full retail thing going on right now, but it kind of makes sense. But we'll figure something out at some point. Good to know. I love my Citadels, but I know I need better ones. Adam Shields. Okay, that kit is awesome looking. I wish it had less stickers, but I'm gonna paint that up would be amazing. I have a few Volk 1 Virtua on and 3 mini Gege no Kitaro kits. Oh, are those little like mini kits or whatever? The only issue I see with Warhammer is that there are already a lot of shops in your area that sell it. Yeah, I mean, so the thing is, Viking, if I did it, I would have the local operations so I could buy and sell it basically, so I could offer it, but online would probably be where most of my business is done there, like everything. I mean, our online business is way more than our local pickups. Gonna get any Disc Bay nippers in. We just paid for our Disc Bay shipment on I think it was yesterday, so that stuff should be on the way. I'm thinking May is when it will arrive, probably, assuming no troubles on the ocean. They don't have to go through the Suarez though, so or not the Suarez, the Suez Canal or whatever. So we should be good, I think. Which version of Freedom Justice is better, HG or MG? I can't decide. I have no opinion there. I haven't built either. Okay, ZA and E7. I need to do this draw soon too. We'll do our first draw in a few moments. See if we can give away some of these 5 kits. And talks that the Suez Canal issue could lead to toilet paper shortages again. Oh no. Well, I still have the infamous roll of toilet paper in my display case, so I'm good to go. Should I ever need it? Hear about the massive Gunpla reprint coming mid to late April? Yeah, I definitely have. I've got a list actually up in the Discord on incoming of what we expect in that time frame. We've got a lot of really cool stuff coming. 1 and 24. Good thing Nick told me that toilet paper would help me and to buy Gunpla instead. Yeah, after you build a kit, you can always use the manual for toilet paper. Make a mask out of the box. Keep an ear on it. I don't want to put in a vote the Pac-Man and donate just in case. I can just re-roll if you happen to pick a JT, because we're gonna put numbers and I'm gonna roll for all of them. Most toilet paper is actually made locally. It's hard to ship because they take up a lot of space, but don't weigh that much. Share ski. Do you intend to offer pre-orders of Digimon Figure Eye Standard Gallantmon? And if so, do you have a timeline when that will start? I think that's the one that we haven't received confirmation on our order yet. So as soon as I get confirmation, they've been dragging their feet on that. I think they want to make sure they actually have enough coming for everybody. So I'll try to let you know as soon as I have that up. If you're on the Discord, you'll definitely see it. Cut myself the first few wipes, but afterwards you get the hang on how to use the runners for the job. Oh jeez. Wish I could slap my younger self. I used to have some wonderful kits. They're now so rare, and I just learned to bash into pieces of fireworks when I was younger. Farewell Mega and X Metal. Doe. Oh, I was already crying. Haha, Adam, are you gonna use the box? Didn't even think to use the runners. Aim in games. What are you building? I am building the PG GP01. I'm actually working through the FB armor, or the FB variant right now, and specifically working on the core fighter. RDTN, you don't want to have anything to waste except Oh jeez. What's up, Nike? I just found that you have Machine Draymond coming sometime in April. Your incoming section Discord, I already pre-ordered that. Yeah, so the other pre-order will go up as soon as we get that confirmation. I just don't like doing pre-orders without knowing how many are actually coming, in case they decide to short me or know that they can't deliver for some reason. Because I mean, I hate disappointing people, really. Nick is building his third child here. He's already in the second trimester. I think it's the third trimester by now. It's just this core fighter, basically. It'll hopefully be done today or next week. And I guess if it's not done this week, we'll have to induce next week and get her done. There's a reprint of everything in the Digimon line coming by June. I didn't notice that, but that's cool. I always start watching your lives and just hanging out, but after 10 minutes I was end up working on my current build while watching. Currently I'm working on the 21st century goof flight type. Nice. What old kit would you like to see get an update? I want to see MG or Rick Diaz. Rick Diaz would be cool. That's a pretty cool suit that I think I wouldn't mind seeing a new one of that. A lot of the 8th MS team stuff and Stardust Memory stuff could use a 2.0 or 1.5. A lot of that stuff's pretty old. The say GP02 2.0. Yeah, any of the Stardust Memory stuff is definitely on the older side. Wow, up to 78. Nice. Got a good crowd tonight. Which, speaking of which, I should do this giveaway, I think. Do the first round at least. So where are we at here? We've got 79 in the stream, and I've got 5 prizes. We have PG Unleashed in April. I will, Carlos. I have a few available for pre-order still too. If you want to reserve one, I think I can handle that. So let's do a number between 1 and 500 for this first draw. So everyone throw a number between 1 and 500 in the chat. Remember, just one number per person. If you post more than one number, you risk being disqualified from winning. And if somebody else posts the same number, please don't try to change your number, because same thing, it could get you disqualified, because we won't be able to tell if you were trying to cheat or trying to change your number. If you pick the same number as somebody else, or they pick the same as you, I got a coin I can flip. We will figure that out, have some fun doing it. There's a lot of numbers there. Honestly, all I need is either the Shenlong Gundam or Ultron Gundam, and I'll have at least one of each main suit from Gundam Wing. Nice. Clean and sand this part here, I think, and then I guess snap together this step here, and then I will draw some numbers. I hope they make an HG Shenlong. I think they will, Carlos. They just, I mean, they're doing Death Scythe. They did Heavy Arms and Sandrock already. It's probably like the only one left that they haven't done. It'd be really silly of them for them to stop now. I'm debating if I would start watching that or keep watching the new Digimon anime instead. Interesting. Gundam Wing doesn't really hold up when you go back to watch it if you haven't seen it since, you know, years ago. A lot of repeat animation and stuff. It's not as good as you remembered as a kid. Or at least it wasn't as good as I remembered it in that regard. But it was still a trip down memory lane for me, so I guess I still enjoyed it. Rough ride. Nick, are you gonna watch the new remake version of the Shaman King anime? I didn't watch the original Shaman King. I have no idea what that's even about. So, short answer is no. Got too many other things that I'm already interested in. Don't try to get me interested in something else. Oh shoot. Man. As the piece goes flying off my desk here, let's see if I can find it. Been a while since I dropped a piece on stream. About time, I guess. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I guess I'll have to find that one later. It's annoying. Okay, I went through time up there. Let's draw some numbers, maybe get caught up. Wish that I hadn't dropped that piece. Missing piece. Okay. We're gonna draw 5 numbers. First one will be for the Zaku 2 FS, which is 469. Second one is for the Seal Nova White, that would be 289. Third one for the entry grade Pac-Man is 83. $107 for the HG Jesta. And $426 for the Portadova Green. So I'll let you guys look. I just came on time. Nice. This has bothered me so much. I gotta find this piece. I think I found it. Yes, I found it. There's enough little specks of like lint and whatever. Yes, 426 for the Portadova. Let me know if anybody is a winner for any of those, and I will confirm. See if I can get this out dropping it onto my desk again. There we go. Any winners for these draws? I believe I nailed the Seal Nova exactly with 289. Oh, I'm missing pieces there too. I gotta go back another step. So is there any news on the Mecha coins? Nothing yet. They haven't shipped yet. So they're somewhere in production. My next kit to build when I finish Blue Frames Parker Page Zaku nice. Yep, I never win. I tried. Off to bed. Guys gotta work tomorrow. See you later, Eric. Have a good evening. Good job though by the Nick way. I love these streams. Thanks, Eric. Really appreciate it. Chase got the 289. Let me just double check. I see it. Anybody else get a 289? I don't think I see another 289. All right, Chase. Congrats, Chase Samuelson. So Chase, do me a favor and send me a email, nick@mechawarehouse.com, or a DM or something with your contact info to ship it out, and we will do that as soon as we can. So I need C, 19 and 20, and P. P8 U38. Okay, let's find the C parts first. See you later. Just came to ask what the coin. I'm building Salgies 2 at the moment. Good night, everyone. Don't forget to click like. Thanks, Brave Little Spidey. Have a good one. It's a Krabby. Alright, and I'm looking for, what's the other part? P8 and U38. PPP, where's my P? I don't know what kit to build next after Wing Gundam. I have Wing Zero for a Cut, MGX Unicorn, MG Barb, MG Rezel, PG Zaku, Star Wars ATST, T55, or F14. Someone help me decide. I don't know. MG Rezel would be calling to me, I think, or Barbatos. And Bandai will ever open a Gundam base in the US. I could see them maybe doing it. Maybe. Eventually. Probably not right now, but maybe a few years from now. Here, go to the Tamashi pop-up shop in New York. I didn't. But I haven't been out of New Hampshire in, well, at least a year. Year and 3 weeks or something like that. It's popular enough that several people started up businesses that are doing well enough, so I don't know. There's a lot of people starting businesses in the gunplay industry right now. I think it's a tough time to get in, actually. If you're already in, you were in before the lock, so to speak, but I think new customers or new shops are having trouble getting supply. Hey Nick, are you interested in that new Kyokai, Senki, anime, and model kit line? I have no familiarity with that. I must have missed it. Gundam base would need to be in Hawaii with 1/1 scale Wing Gundam standing on the beach. I doubt it would be in Hawaii. I bet they'd put it up in California somewhere. Bluefin would probably operate the Gundam base, so it would probably be somewhere in the Anaheim, LA area or something. Would make a lot of sense. Open Gun Base, Boulder, Colorado, NORAD edition. I'll check out the Tameshi shop, but just really don't want to go to the city to do so. You know, 1/1 scale Tequila Gundam. I think Mexico has first dibs on that. Wasn't that supposed to be their Gundam and G Gundam? Kind of base Mars. Yeah, I'm sure Elon's working on that right now. It's a new anime by Sunrise, a model kit line by Bandai that seems like it'll be around the same size and compatible with the 1/144th high-grade Gunpla. Interesting. If you want to send me a DM on the Discord or something with a link, I'd love to check it out afterwards. I haven't heard anything about it, but my head's been mostly down just dealing with my day-to-day stuff. New stock is a small nightmare. Wholesale seems to be prioritized reliable old guard clients. Been getting scraps. Yeah, it's the way it works. You can't get in with Bluefin right now if you wanted to. And it kind of makes sense. They've got reliable partners. They don't want to make waves and cause problems for their reliable customers, which I can respect. Especially considering with all these shops popping up, a lot of them aren't going to survive long term. Some of them will make it a few years. Some of them will stay really tiny shops, and some will go out of business when the economy turns or whatever. Part of it might be because they can't get supply, but I don't know. This is how a whole lot of industries work, I think. Maybe an overdone trope now, but definitely a sign of the position to get some form of tequila kit made. So Josh, not much. You missed us giving away one of the 5 prizes for the night, but other than that, nothing too ridiculous. Maybe you're 20 years old now, but I'd love some kits from Tech Romancer. I'm not familiar with that IP. But the tequila kit, if it came, I'd buy a tequila kit if it came with tequila. There'd be some real marketing options there. Hoping for a tequila Gundam kit after it was in Build Divers. At least the release of that custom one. You can always hope. All right. Missing parts on this Tech Romancer Dreamcast fighting game where it has derivatives of famous mechs, not licenses, so just distinct enough. I think the only Dreamcast game that I really spent any time with was Soul Calibur. It was more like it just at a friend's house, but I thought it was pretty cool. I never had a Dreamcast, like apparently most of everybody, because I don't think Dreamcast did very well. There's the Ghost in the Shell model kits when they were released. Would love to see more from the series. Love the PlayStation game back in the day. Interesting. I was hoping the Build Divers line, the Anima Rise, was released with 0.02 second screen time. It's amazing how they do that sometimes, right? These suits will show up for nearly nothing in the show, and then they'll make a kit of it. Like the Gustav Karl was one like that, right? That was just showed up long enough to get destroyed, and they built the kit. Go. I need J1 and A36. Missed my chance to get MD Zaka Warrior from you. Darn weeks. Those went pretty fast. What's up, Sean Smoot? Virtual on kits would be cool. DC was actually brilliant. My favorite console of all time, which is impressive on its own. You scrape 130 to order the Grenzinger and Mazinger kits from you, or you GoFundMe. I played Phantasy Star Online on Dreamcast. Let's put the cup noodle cut, my cup kit at my hobby store. I'm surprised that those sell at all. Although Carl got a lot of big HG kits. Yeah, me too. I've got one of those in my backlog, I think. There is a lot of potential in the Gustav Karl. Or the Cup Noodles kit this week, and they sent me an actual package of Cup Noodles with it. Oh, interesting game. So it's A36 and J1. Let's see, high net question. I purchased the metal parts for Sotheby that will fit for Zaka 2 MG. I don't know. Presumably it might, based on looking at it, but I'd have to I'd have to measure. I have no idea. If you try it, let me know, because that would be good information to know. Shot Smooth, any tips on which gunpla are great for beginners for kit bashing and customizing? Generally like HGs, because they're cheap. You can do it with anything, obviously, but there's so many options in the HG line, and they're relatively inexpensive, so they're a good place to start. Like Artie says, 30-minute missions is also great for that stuff. Again, they're kind of inexpensive, and And they're like pretty much designed for kit bashing with all the parts and accessories that are available. Chase, great stream. Thanks again. I got to bounce now though. Send my email and even place a new order in the store to be bundled with. Thanks y'all. Thanks Chase. Have a good evening. And Joe, Dreamcast had a lot of good games. Toy Commander was the best 4-player split screen. You control a toy truck or plane, fly a driver around a house, and kill your friends. Oh, that's pretty cool. I used to love the old Micro Machines game on Sega Genesis, which had kind of must be a little similar in that you're driving your Micro Machine cars around a house environment or whatever. Any recommendations on the Unicorn Gundam? There's so many, like the ARC 72, you mean 78? The RGs are pretty good, especially if you go on like full armor or something, because just the weight of all the weapons and accessories causes a problem on the MGs. So I think the RG variants would be where I would look personally, but I've only built an RG. I haven't built any other ones, so I only have part of the information. Dreamcast, biggest weakness was the controller, as it was pre-2 thumbstick era. A lot of build drivers, HG lines, shared cores, so swapping bashing is pretty doable with them. Yeah, and build divers is pretty much kind of intended for it too. They sell a lot of the build divers and build fighters accessory packs and stuff. Did the RG full armor, it's badass. It is. There's a lot there though, but it's pretty cool. All right, now I can go way back to wherever it was that I was after that long detour there. Can't wait till you get the Sosby for COD back in stock. Definitely getting one. Those will be pretty soon. What's up, Mr. Trash Can Bob? Good evening. Adam Shields laugh. I aimed at the wrong guy. He's like, what, man? I don't care about your Dreamcast business. All right, let's see. Let's do this next draw. So we're at like 9:30 or so. Let's figure this out. All right, let's do the next giveaway. Let's pick a number between 1 and 350 this time. So if everybody could throw a number between 1 and 350 in the chat, remember one number per person. Even if somebody takes your number, don't change your number, any of that kind of stuff, we will deconflict if needed. A random player. Hey Nick, were you able to get your hands on Tallgeese 2 reprint? I remember one stream you mentioned wanting it. I did order that. Really looking forward to getting it in. I think I might be going on a Gundam Wing Master Grade kick once this thing's done. Okay, I got these little wing thingers. D1, 11, 12. Let's start with those. RG Tallgeese 2. I think I have an RG Tallgeese 2 as well. Plan on using that one in some sort of little diorama or vignette or something, I think. Let's find these other parts real quick. R and P. He's hard to find for a decent price. Yeah, a lot of that stuff, any of the P Bandai stuff. We need more Gundam Wing grunt suits. I definitely agree, Flareon. I want the Virgos, Ares. I would be very happy if those came out. Get 27. Same part on both sides here. Let's see, Ares or Taurus would be awesome to see. Yeah, those would be cool. Virgo, Serpent would be cool too. I think Virgo makes a lot of sense since they've already done the Mercurius and Bay 8. You'd think that would be a pretty simple one since the frame should be mostly the same. Here we go, R2. Go. All right, let's do down for the HGAC, the Aries, Taurus, Virgo 2 and the Serpent. What's a Virgo conversion kit? Is that like a resin kit or something? Okay, throwing time in there. And let's draw these numbers. Ignore the HG IBO kits, which they put more of the HG so I can put more in my display. Nick, are basic frame kits that can be built into a full Gundam customize? I'm not sure I understand the question, Earl. Hey Nick, are basic frame kits that can be built up into a full Gundam customized? Can you restate that question? I'm confused. Did pick a random Leo to do, and Tali's color is not original, but just wanted to do it on my own. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's draw this number here. Yeah, resin. Ironic, since most Oz units use the Leo as a base, which was made using the Tali's one as a base. Okay, let's see. Okay, between 1 and 350, we're going to draw 4 numbers. First one, Zaku 2FS, is 307. Entry grade Pac-Man will be 131. Oh, looks like somebody just purchased something in the store. 265 for the HG Jesta. And 200 for the Portanova Green. So take a look through those numbers and let me know. 307 for Zaku 2FS, 131 for entry grade Pac-Man, 265 for HG Jesta, and 200 for Portanova Green. Let me know if we have any winners. I missed with the prizes today. I had to turn my volume up. Phil Valentic, so close. Nothing? Or did you come up close? If anyone is still putting numbers in, you might want to check. You might be behind the live stream by a few minutes, and it might be worth trying to get caught back up so you don't miss the prize at the end. Or miss an opportunity to get the prize, I guess, is maybe what I really meant to say. I feel like my brain's fried today. Oh, you got 202, got it. Looks like no winners then, no one's claiming anything. Okay, well we'll draw again in a little bit. Say the exact number, guys. I think they know that. I think they're just talking about missing close. Big UFC event tonight, heavyweight championship match. I'm excited. Should be a good one. I haven't been following that stuff at all. Looks like a lot of people are behind the live stream. I'll reiterate just in case anybody hears this, you know, sometime after the fact and realizes, but you might want to check the chat. If you're throwing numbers in way afterwards, you might not be caught up with us. So you might want to double check so you don't miss out on the chance to win the prize. And I think would be a great idea, either MG or RG or a 3 Gundam. The whole core Gundam concept would be interesting as an MG. It just seems like a lot of investment for Bandai with all the different variations. Although I could see them maybe doing one of them as a regular release maybe, and then pumping out a bunch of P Bandai releases. Hit the live button on the screen to update back to live if you're behind. Thanks, Josh. Has anyone built the PG Zaku and is infuriated as the Wing Zero Custom? I think Wing Zero Custom is supposed to be like the least awesome of the PG kits out there. Since the switch to ESPN, the UFC has been kind of difficult to follow. I've never really gotten fully into it. Once Anderson Silva was done, I lost so much interest in UFC. I don't know. MMA, just so much of it seems to be hype. I don't really necessarily think the best fighters are necessarily competing. I think it's the people that are able to build their brand and hype themselves up and talk the most smack. It's not to say that there aren't talented athletes competing, but it seems like it favors brawlers and whatever looks good on TV rather than the most technical fighter. And personally, I'm more interested in technical fighters. I find it funny MGA would just make a normal sized Gundam. Like a parts guy, I haven't done the PG Wing, but the PG Zaku was a blast. Loved building it. A few spots in the manual I had to translate it, but felt like a feat when I was done. What's up, Boss HB Studios? Pat W, from what I've heard, the people in FB kept saying, watch the LED in the head and the screws for the PG Zaku. Anyone know offhand if the PG Zaku was before or after the GP01? I assume it was probably before, but I'm not sure. Nick, have you ever considered a prison style back tat of your logo and just open each stream with a close-up of it? No. Suppose I could have someone make a digital image of the as a tattoo. When do you think a kit is too old? I don't know, only when it's a problem for the builder. Some people build really old kits and love them, as long as you know what you're getting into when you build the kit. The core gunner was my favorite kit idea to come out of Gunpla in a while, slowly building up a stockpile to make a common rider custom armor set for it. Whew. Interesting. Issue with MMA is that everyone has basically adopted the same style of BJJ on the ground and boxing when standing. That's very little variation in fight styles these days, and it's boring to watch. I mean, ultimately, the stuff that works for the most part. So it's not even necessarily that, but like they stand people up too soon sometimes, and you get a lot of these people that are a lot of these fighters that they just, it's all heart. They're tough as hell, but I like to see technical stuff. Lifelong 10% discounts for people that get stamps. I can't condone that. I've built kits from 1983. It all depends on what kind of work you want to put into it to make the kit shine. That's exactly it. If you're interested in having to do a bunch of work on it, some of the old kits can be a lot of fun. But if you want an easy snap build, then stick to newer kits. Don't tempt me, I'll get a tramp stamp for 10. I am definitely not tempting you. I will not support what he offered up there. No kits to require glue and painting is a must. It's a completely different experience from a modern build. Start to buy old ass kits and kit bashing them into modern goodness. Okay, hear me out. Temporary tattoo with every order. Temporary tattoos would be kind of cool. I wonder what the options are for that. We were talking on the Discord this week about Mecha Warehouse Band-Aids. I kind of want to have some Mecha Warehouse Band-Aids made up and maybe ship one with every nipper and knife that you order or something. Did both the Pat Labor and Griffin Labor kits from 1990 recently. Both had rubber suits under the parts of the armor. Very interesting. Oh, that's cool. Give them to your kids and have them run around advertising. Except my kids don't go anywhere, man. They hang out at home. Oh, that logo on a Band-Aid I would see. Need Mecha mask too. Yeah, maybe it's been long enough that it's not jumping on the bandwagon. Nick, what's it like being the Mecha? I don't know, the same thing as just being Mecha Warehouse, I guess. I wouldn't have even known what it was like if I hadn't seen the sign right after they put it up. Thankfully I could read. Love the Band-Aid idea. Only problem with the Band-Aid things, I gotta buy a lot of them, I think. Buy so many Band-Aids. My kids play doctor a lot. It'd be hilarious to see them covered in Mecha Warehouse Band-Aids. Gotta wear them all day at work anyway. It'd be awesome. You cut yourself a lot at work, Tyler? Love the Band-Aid idea. Band-Aid. Like Warehouse Velcro patches would be cool. We got Velcro patches, man. We got them up on the... Do I have any over here? I don't have them with me. PVC Velcro back patches. We already got a blue one and a subdued design as well. If you guys love the Band-Aid idea, can I offer a suggestion? Stop hurting yourselves. Mecha Warehouse confused people who think you are a combined Moss clothing store. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even sure what you would find at a Mecha Warehouse. I never saw them advertised. Yeah, it was a while ago we had them made. I need to play around with highlighting some of that stuff on the front of the page, maybe. Have to get some when I order. You definitely should. They're pretty cool. Got one in my bag and got a couple of hats that have the Velcro squares or whatever on them, so got some patches on those. I'm gonna buy patches when I place my next order since I keep missing the challenge coin. What do you mean missing the challenge coin, Artie? You missed out on the pre-order or something? There's a furniture Mecha Warehouse in Philly. Oh, interesting. Is there like a style of furniture that coincides with that part of the world or something that they sell? Yeah, Mecha Warehouse merch banner on the front page of your website. I'm thinking about it. I kind of want to put a like Nick's Picks or something section too, and just highlight some random kits I think are cool each week. One car's loaded every slab from the store on it. Yeah, I can get the first one. I missed the pre-order of the second one. You can still order a second one already if you send me a DM. We have 40 something left that are not claimed. You just can't pick a number, but we definitely have the coins already. Did I just crank it by? Car license plate. Not really. North Philly just has a large Muslim population. That's interesting. It's kind of cool. So I got another reason not to let them leave the wrong sign up if there's an actual business by that name. Thankfully they fixed it really quick. You say something about challenge coins? Yeah, Nameless. We did a 2020 challenge coin. This is what I refer to when I talk about flipping a coin to tie break the giveaway stuff. We got a 2021 coin on the way. They're offered up for Discord members only. But if you're a member on the Discord, excuse me, you can hit me up there. Yeah, I'm expecting sometime in April, I think, is when the 2021 coin should come in. Runs quickly to Discord. Guess we'll be seeing Nameless on the Discord shortly. Here I thought they were Mecha Warehouse Pog Slammers. They'd probably work for that. Nick, you ever said how you came up with the Mecha Warehouse name? I don't think I have. There's not really all that much to it. I basically just knew that I wanted something that was related to mecha robots and all that kind of stuff. And I'm very against like IP theft and stuff like that. I just didn't want to risk I didn't want to use like Gundam in the name or anything like that because it seemed like I shouldn't really have the right to use that name. So Mecha Warehouse kind of was what it was. Philip, how's the wife doing? She's doing well. Nick, I thought you just really wanted to capitalize on the growing popularity of Pogs. You're on to me. Sorry, I've been lying all this time. Need that for my challenge coin collection. Got a few spiffy ones from my time serving. Thanks, Zeus, for your service. Yeah, well, Gun and Garage sounds neat. Might be legally uncertain. There's a lot of Gundam named shops, and I think ultimately Bandai doesn't really care, but I don't want to be in the situation where they change their mind. Okay, let's figure out. Let's do another draw here. Let's draw a number this time between 1 and, let's say, 200. So put a number between 1 and 200 in the chat. Remember, one number per person. Don't post a different number someone takes it so I can flip that beautiful coin if someone else takes your number too and you both tie. Excuse me. Let's see. We also call it specifically a Gundam store limit you when you expand other lines. I mean, any name can do that, but a lot of the other quote-unquote Gundam stores sell their stuff too. Hey Nick, do you have a favorite Gundam series or favorite Gundam? So Gundam Wing is my favorite because it was what got me into Gundam, and 8th MS Team I think is just cool because of the gritty realness. I answer this question like 7 times a week now, it feels like. Just love the name. Mecha Warehouse just sounds legitimate. Thanks, Artie. I'm glad you like it. Okay, I need L 17 and 18, and then I'll finish the front half of the core fighter. How did 4 of us manage to do that? Looks like we'll have quite the tiebreaker if that number gets picked. Kind of like the idea of Blue 01 carrying around like 18-meter boxes in a giant hangar. That's a pretty cool concept. 2 pairs of the same numbers at the same time. Nice. Remember watching Mobile Suit Gundam on Toonami at 1 a.m. Loved it ever since. I think a lot of us were Toonami people. A lot of us were introduced by Toonami. For me, it was Gundam Wing. Dude, we have had worse. We had like 3 or 4 people tie with the Sailor back to back to back. It's definitely happened. It's the birthday problem. I think we've discussed this once or twice. If you get a room of like 20 people, the odds of 2 people having the same birthday are actually pretty high. And as people goes up, it increases even more so. I would guess for the 88, 90 people, whatever in here, that we've probably got several birthday pairs that are the same. Law of large numbers, yeah, basically. Got a Gundam in the weird place with G Gundam. It's really more telling that people get freaky at the same time of year. I don't think it has anything to do with the atom, it's just a statistics thing. Finding 2 matches is a lot easier than finding a match for your own. Because like the probability of having someone match a specific birthday is, 1 in 365 basically. If we just assume and negate leap year or whatever. But now if you take the probability of multiple people in the same room having the same birthday, it's really the probability of you matching. So 1 in 365 or whatever. But then also, was it plus the probability of the next match, person number 2 matching any of the remaining people? So it adds up pretty quick. If I wasn't like tired, I would explain that way better. All right, let's throw time up in the chat. No one has my birthday, February 29th. I don't doubt it. But the odds of 2 random people in the chat having the same birthday are extremely high. In addition to randomized numbers, people's birthday clusters for different factors, people being in a cold place together is one. Or quarantines. Okay, random number between 1 and 200, I said, right? Or was it 250? Can someone remind me if I said 200 or 250? I probably said both. Okay, not a lot of people heard 200 then. Those like two people that are like two people picked numbers over 200. I still feel like I might have said 250 at one point because I do shit like that. Oh, I guess it was 200. All right, number between 1 and 200. First number for Zaku 2 FS. You definitely said 200 to start. Okay, hopefully I didn't say a different one partway through. Someone's going to come up with a video clip of me saying 250 at some point. So number 18 for the first one. Number 127 for the second draw. So 18 for Zaku 2FS, 127 for entry grades Pac-Man. Looks like Norton picked my number regardless of what you said. HG Gesto is 195. And Portanova Green is number 20. Let me know who we got for winners. So Josh, let's see, who is it? Josh Burdick, believes he won, so I gotta confirm that. Is that it? Jason Galloway got one too. Let's see, Josh Burdick and Jason Galloway. Yeah, looks like Jason Galloway got the Pac-Man. Josh Burdick with the Zaku 2FS. All right, so our winners, please send me an email, nick@mechawarehouse.com, with your contact info or a DM. And we've got 2 prizes left, HG Justa and the Portanova Green. So we'll do at least one more draw tonight. Let's see if we can give those away as well. green, aka the Natsaku 2. Yeah, I wonder where they got the aesthetic ideas for that one. Alright, so we got the front half of the Core Fighter here. Pretty cool. Ain't no Zaku boy. Mission's definitely great. Working the HGUC's S Gundam tonight. Had to track one down because I like it more than the EX S Gundam that just reprinted. Nice. All right, let's see. Wow, it's 10:15 already. I wonder how much further I'll actually get. So we've got the front half here. Next up is the back half. Okay, let's start this next part. Part of me just wants to call it, but I feel like if I don't at least try to keep going, I might not finish this next week. I'd really like to get this finished so I can work on something different for a change. See if I can knock out whatever these couple parts are. Get started on this next section for next week. Could you imagine the pain to assemble the cores if there was a PG ZZ? Ugh. HG Penelope for me tonight. Hathaway's Flash will come out eventually, right? Eventually it should. I think you need to do a Xeon kit after this, dude. Maybe. Do I even have any? What do I have for Xeon stuff? Sazabi? I don't think I have any. Well, I got a Dom, I guess. Or a Dwaj or whatever. That'd be pretty cool. I just don't know what I want to do with it yet. Fully support the Zaku votes. Let's see what I got in the backlog if I have anything that qualifies. Building the Dazzle Zabi Zaku after it finishes this Zeta, very excited. That'll be fun. I'm trying to think what I have that's if I have any Zaku's on the backlog actually. A ton of Federation stuff. Goof is in order for this man after the PG. I've already built the HG and the PG, or not the PG, MG Goofs, so I don't think a Goof is in my future. I have a Sazabi Verka in my backlog. Dwaj would be pretty cool, the MG Dwaj. I guess I got the RE100 Zaku too. That might be a fun one. I'm late, but I'm here. Why are we trying to get Nick to build a Zaku? Good question. I would also like to know the answer to this question. Build my Gelgoog 2.0, but Victoria says she wants to start on our MGs together. What's wrong with the RG Sinju? I don't know, I've heard that that's one of the best kits that's ever been done. And just I'll pitch and get Nick as he goes young and have him spend 5 months with that monster. I need to build something a lot simpler. Try some SD kits. I mean, they'll eat up like 4 streams of sanding. Could be a nice change of pace. I gotta figure out what I want to do. I'm trying not to build up my backlog of like half-built stuff too much. I think I'm gonna actually try to do my matte coats on a couple kits that need it tomorrow and finally cross those off my list. And then I can start looking at gloss coating some stuff, and maybe I need some decal streams or something to get some of my half-finished stuff done off the backlog of half-finished work in progress stash. Idea when the Zaku Revival come out? I'm not sure. Just waiting on Nick to finish his 30-minute missions from November. Yeah, there's that one I want to finish. Is that even on my... I've got like a list of projects. It's not even on my list of projects. Oh, jeez. What is now, I guess. Waterside decals return to the mayo jar lid. Yes. The best decal setter and softer is mayo. Maybe it's just mine. It was a clear color from the G base. Maybe that was it. I've heard that's a really good kit. Or maybe that's the Sinju, the Sazabi. Like I said, I'm tired. Probably answered this before, but do you ever do airbrushing? I have. I've got a few kits I've airbrushed. I just don't airbrush on stream, at least not currently. I'm not really set up for that. I can't really airbrush at 10 o'clock at night either. This might keep somebody up with the compressor going, so can't have that. U9. Which MG Wing custom suit are you planning to build first, Nick? I'm not sure. Maybe the heavy arms? They make earplugs for kids. My son's got all sorts of fun stuff going on with his ears, though. He's very prone to like ear infections and stuff. I wouldn't want to mess with that. At some point, I might start doing some videos or something. Maybe if I can find a video person to do all my editing for me. Recath, have a good night. I'll see you, Recath. I feel like an airbrushing tutorial video would be more of a Gunplay U video. I'm not talking about tutorials. I just mean one of these days I'm tempted to make just like a second channel or something that's just random things I'm working on or something. I don't have enough experience with airbrushing and stuff like that to really do a good tutorial anyway. Nick, I have some questions. Not sure if you know about the Bandai restock schedule every month, but if you do you usually restock your warehouse based on that schedule? I don't necessarily know what the schedule is. For the most part, I order when they tell me what I can order, and I order the stuff that they're making. So, more or less, that's what drives my stock. I mean, my nephew has terrible ear infection problems and has had to get the tubes put in twice now. Yeah, it's no fun. My son doesn't have tubes, but it seems like he gets the least bit of a sniffle and he ends up with an ear infection. Look up Airbrushing Asylum on YouTube. He's all about making art with airbrush, but a lot of his ideas and techniques can relate directly to model kits. Interesting. Nick, do scratch build too. I've scratch built a base. I want to do more scratch building and some diorama work too at some point. Finding someone local, it does not work out, I'd be all over it. Yeah, I'll let you know. I really want someone local though, because I think there's a lot that a local person would be able to do that a remote person couldn't, like shooting a vlog video in the warehouse or taking B-roll shots for me. A product review with cutters and sandpaper. I've got plans to do some sanding sponge shootouts and nipper shootouts and stuff at some point, just comparing products in the market. All right, let's do this final draw because I think we're about at the end of the stream. Let's see if we can give away these 2 remaining kits. We have HG Gista and the Portanova still left, so let's see if we can give those away. If nobody wins on these draws, though, we will, excuse me, we'll just roll it over to next week. So let's do a number between 1 and 90. I'd move there in a heartbeat to be a hired Mecha Warehouse producer. Well, if you're willing to come out to work 15 hours a week until I can hire you for more, I would be more than happy to talk to you about it. I definitely understand that. Yeah, 190, one number per person. Don't change your number if somebody else takes it. Let me see if I can read these messages that scrolled by. So I got the Morpheus, Alex. I can definitely understand that. It's definitely nice to work in person and filming and editing. Yeah, I mean, I had a remote video editor and it worked out well back last summer when I first started doing the YouTube channel stuff, and it worked out fairly well. But I feel like I need someone to be an employee so I can really dictate when they do the work and not just what gets done, which is usually the deal with contractors, which feels weird remote, although it's doable in theory because there's like tight timelines. Like if I shoot the weekly update Thursday morning, I want it and all the clips from it ready by the end of the day on Thursday, which could be done remotely, just a lot easier in person, and to collaborate a lot quicker and easier when someone can just wave me over and say, hey, can you look at this, rather than having to hop on a Zoom or check out an email or whatever. And then it's all the other lighting and camera stuff for anything beyond a weekly update video. It would be nice to have somebody able to be there, focused on the challenges of how do you shoot whatever it is you're working on, so I can focus on being me and creating the content itself. Oh, Jose did not hear that it's between 1 and 90, I guess. I'm going to throw time up in the chat in a moment here. I had to explain that to people at my job. The BFH doesn't work well with my industry, contrary to popular belief. What's your industry, Adam? What do you do? It really depends on the job and the employer and a lot of different things. Like, I'd love to have remote work. I don't have to worry about a place for them to sit or providing them with the equipment or anything. So it's hard if anything just isn't working for a day remotely. You just don't get it done, whereas you can figure it out locally. Yeah, there's definitely that too. A lot easier is to reshoot something, retry something, do different stuff. So that's definitely my preference. I work in games specifically. I run a test group. I guess it depends on the kind of game for that, wouldn't it? But, I mean, a lot of stuff's easier in person. All right, throwing time in the chat. Work remote tech support, which honestly I love. Some jobs are perfect for remote. Would do in a heartbeat if the commute didn't drive me across time zones. I wish I could offer a relocation package or something. I'm sure I'd find somebody pretty quick then. I'm just not ready for a full-time person yet for that. Although I think it's coming at some point. Okay, so first number, 88. Not really, there is no world where in-person doesn't trump external. I think in employee happiness sometimes, and in efficiency sometimes too, because sometimes people have trouble working in an office because they get distracted by people. So that's the HG Jesta is number 88. What is going on? That's not what I... Did it just change on me? It was 88 for the Jesta. And wow, number 90 for the Portanova Green. 88 and 90. People love it. It's not the best for the end result. That's the issue. Yeah, I mean, it still depends. I think there are certain gigs where it makes sense. As an engineer, there were times where working remotely was great because no one would distract you. You wouldn't have constant... It's a lot easier to ignore people asking you questions at times, which is great for your own productivity. Sometimes it hurts other people's productivity and vice versa. But it really depends. There are times where in-person trumps work from home. Especially where I was working with hardware a lot. It's hard to work on hardware to collaborate with somebody remotely. Need someone to figure out work from home in my day gig, power sports mechanic, Zoom calls, and I tell you how to fix your bike. There you go. Hybrid telework and office, pretty good change of pace. Like, I think they work well together. I wouldn't mind somebody who came in once or twice a week and worked remotely a couple days a week. Rick Henrietta had 90. No, just a winner tonight, though. Oh, Rick Henriquez has 90. Rick Henriquez with 90. And no, 88. Okay, Rick, send me an email at nick@mechawarehouse.com with your details, and we'll send that out, or DM or whatever. And I guess the HG Jesta donated by Searchlight will roll over, and we'll add that to the prize pool for next week. So, as usual, we will be back next Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, as usual, and giving away more stuff. Hopefully, finishing this kit so that way I can move on to something else, because I'm starting to hit that wall on this kit. Thank you all for hanging out. I think Gunpla University is probably streaming tonight. It usually does at 10:30 or so. So if you're looking for something else to do, you should check out and see if he is up and running tonight. And yeah, I don't think I got anything else. Thank you all for stopping by and hanging out. It was fun as always. I will see you all hopefully next week. Later, guys.